Hey guys, Jason here from CrossFit Rife, coming back at you with more home workouts for you to do. Today's workout is a little bit longer. Today's workout is 18 minutes long, which for CrossFit is kind of on the long end. So what you're gonna need for today is a box, a barbell, and a kettlebell. Today's workout is gonna be 18 minutes. It's an AMRAP, again, as many rounds and reps as possible in 18 minutes of 5 back squats, 10 box jumps, and 15 kettlebell swings. For today's workout, the back squat can either come from the rack or from the floor. A weight that can be taken from the floor safely is an ideal weight for today's workout. The box jump can either be done at 20 inches or 24 inches, typically 20 for the females and 24 for the guys. Step ups are also an acceptable variation for today's workout. The kettlebell swing can be done to 2 different ranges of motion. The first one would be to eye level, which would be the Russian kettlebell swing, and the second option would be a full range of motion kettlebell swing or the American kettlebell swing taken to the overhead position. All of those options are available for today's workout. Choose the ones that are best for you. All right, let's take a look at the movements for today's workout.
The back squat is one of the primary movements found within all strength and conditioning programs. The bar should be placed firmly on the athlete's traps with a firm grasp on the bar with the athlete's hands just outside the shoulders. Heels should be placed roughly shoulder width apart with weight balanced at midfoot. The athlete will pass below parallel while the hip crease goes below the knee, with the knees tracking the toes and the chest upright. The kettlebell is one of the most versatile pieces of equipment within the entire strength and conditioning world. In the Russian kettlebell swing, the athlete will keep the heels down, chest up, swinging the kettlebell roughly to eye level. The athlete should focus on trying to move the kettlebell primarily with the hips while leaving the arms straight. In this variation of the kettlebell swing, the American variation, the athlete has an increased range of motion with the kettlebell swinging to the overhead position. In this movement, the athlete should focus on driving harder with the hips, keeping the chest up and the heels down. Arms can have a slight bend in them, or they can remain straight. The box jump is one of the primary tools for training plyometrics. Athletes should focus on jumping as high as they can, extending the hips, trying to get their feet all the way on the box before standing up and then stepping down. This tool can be used for both absolute explosive power and conditioning. If an athlete is unable to do a box jump at varying heights, a box step up is an acceptable scale for the movement. The athlete will step up onto the box, extending at both the hip and the knee, focusing on alternating legs as they go through the movement.
The stimulus for today's workout is going to be between 8 to 12 rounds. From a pacing standpoint, what that should look like is something that looks like about 90 seconds per round to potentially 2 to 2 minutes and 15 seconds per round. That'll put us in that 8 to 12 round window. Today's big thing that we need to work on is pacing for the box jump. It is the movement that has the highest volume of reps. It's also the movement that's going to be the most taxing from a cardiovascular standpoint. So that's the movement that we want to consider pacing. Step downs are probably a good idea for most people. If you can cycle those really quickly, then bounding is something that you could work on. The back squat and the kettlebell swing will largely stay very consistent because of the nature of those movements. Give this one a whirl. Let us know how it goes.